Charlesation channel.
This is Charles and this is Samantha, the COO of the Design, and my twin sister!
So today, we will be guiding you and walk you through how to create PPE suits. To create a PPE suit, you would be needing garter, cord, zippers, slider, fabric. We will be using a taffeta cloth with silver back lining, which is approved by some medical experts. Though these PPE suits are not medical grade, since medical grade suits aren't done DIY. Machines to be used are edging machine
And high-speed sewing machine.
So first off, we will have to prepare our fabrics and cut them off with the patterns that we have. Now we're doing the body. We will need 2 pieces of this. Take note that what you're doing is for 2 sides of the body, so you would need to rotate the pattern for the other side. If you are using taffeta with silver back lining like us, take note that the silver should be at the inner side. Again, you will have to cut 2 pieces of this. And lastly, the hood. Again, we will need 2 pieces of this, and take note while cutting, you will need to make a pair. So notice how we do it. This way, if we put them together, they are actually facing each other. So after those 3 patterns, we should now have produced 6 pieces of cut fabric.
Parts are ready. We're now ready for sewing.
So now we're putting together the hood. So notice that when we sew them, it's the silver back lining which is outside, because later on we will have to reverse that. Next would be the body. Now notice that we are again folding from the downside, because this would be the legs. Again, have to sew on that part. In this, we are using an overlock edger. So here we go. We have now sewn the leg part.
Now we need to connect the arm to the armpit hole.
So this is the sleeves and the armpit hole. You will have to slowly parallel them together and sew them like this. So that's the arm now connected to the armpit. Again, you have to fold it, and from the wrist to the shoulder, again you have to connect it. You have now done connecting your arms and shoulders. So you would have to repeat this for both sides. If you notice, we have left the silver back lining outside because that's how we should sew it. Now we're done with the edging machine.
It's time to go to the high-speed sewing machine.
So this is the hoodie. Again, still with the silver back lining outside, or the inner part, we will have to redo it and stitch it again with a high-speed machine. So now, this is what it looks like when it's run through the high-speed, and this without running through the high-speed. So you see it's more secured when we redo it. And same, we are gonna redo that with the shoulder to wrist part. And again, with the legs part. Next is the armpit hole. To do this more efficiently, we have to inverse the arm this way. And again, we will have to redo the stitch around the armpit hole.
Change your heart. Look around you.
Now then, we'll proceed to putting on the garters. First, on the wrist, so you will need to prepare 2 pieces of this band.
Change your heart. Look around you.
So we need 2 garters for that. So with my process, I just stitch them this way. And now we have our garter bands. 2 for the feet and 2 for the hands. Now let's proceed to putting on the hands garter first. So you just have to fold about 1 inch inside and sew around it without hitting the garter. So basically you're just doing a cuff. Now we're done with the arm. You just have to repeat the step for the other one. And then we're going to proceed with putting the garters for the feet. Next would be putting on the zipper. For the zipper, you would need a 26 inches long zipper, and here's how to put a slider. Cut 1 inch and put in the slider upside down. So basically it's going to be downwards. Now you have to measure from the neck down to the middle part. If you can mark that, that would be nice, but take note of not pinching a hole in that. So hold on to that part from measuring, and you will have to stitch that together because that's going to be the end point of our zipper. So it's going to be from that point to that part where the 2 lines of the legs connect. So now you've connected them, it's now time to put on the zipper. So here's a trick that we will be teaching you. So you would have a very nice finish of hold up your zipper downwards and then place that in front and leave about 1 inch from the connected part and stitch that only in the middle part. So you will have this output. After that, you would have to cut from the inside like a V. So you can now then turn the zippers inside out. You can fold both sides and you will have this beautiful output. Now I am starting to stitch the sides of the zipper. And again for the other side. Take note that you should fold about half or 1/4 inch inside. So there you go. Now you've just put the hardest part, which is the zipper. Now, since we've left the back of the PPE suit open, it's now time to connect that. You're almost done with the PPE suit. Yay! So now we have to put on the hood, which is pretty much the easiest part of making this suit. So you have to align the middle part of the hoodie with your suit. And facing the correct side together, start from the middle and sew it together to the ends. You have to make sure that you've left an inch of that fabric beyond the zipper, because that's where we're gonna put our cord. So from the zipper, you have to fold it inside like this, creating a tube for the cord to pass through. So there you go, you just have done the hoodie part. You can just test it on, check for holes, because we can't afford any holes for our healthcare workers. You have to cut those off, have to have a nice finishing, and there you've done your PPE.
This tutorial is dedicated for our frontliners so we can all work together and make PPE suits for them.
This is our way of thanking them and involving the whole community to do their part during this COVID pandemic.
That will be all. Thank you.
Hey! Every steps and every method that we've done here, we have revised, but these are all in reference with a step-by-step tutorial that was given to us by Mich Dulce and is an open source, and we will put the link down below.
Thanks.